Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for coming by once again to see some more Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. I'm the homie Nako, bringing you in this video some stuff that I forgot about, that I missed when I was creating the beginner's guide. Some people were leaving comments asking about these beginner's welcome medals, and I totally forgot about that. I actually meant to include it in the last video, but I forgot it. So here we go. Now, what am I talking about? All right, hold up. I'm just collecting these right quick. Okay, so when you start off, especially as a beginner, okay, so this is the beginner guide account that I created just for the whole purpose of, making these videos or whatever. Rank 5, of course, I haven't really been playing it. But as I was logging in, I had to do the login because as you're logging in, they start giving you one of each of these medals right here that I completely and totally forgot about. Because on my main account, I don't have it. And even on my alt account, I haven't pulled them. I totally forgot. So these, as you log in, you start getting these welcome medals. There are 4 given to me in total. I don't know why. There's only 3 in total, but I don't remember why I should say they give us 4. Now, or how, or whatever. Before, the thing was that there were 6 of these in total. 6. And they would give us 4 medals, of which we got to pick 4 out of the 6 teams. Keeping in mind, at that time, when you pick those teams, it was also primarily just to get the skills. But I don't know what are in these tickets. I don't remember what happened with these or whatever, but I do remember that they made an update. And this, it seems like they reduced it to 3 sections. The Japanese 2022, Europe 2022, and Latin and North America 2022. So that means you're going to get 1 full 10-player set of each one of these. So that's pretty nice, just for you to actually start with some UR players and stuff like that when you're first starting the game. So like, let's say, for example, right here, even when I did the full auto, didn't seem like I had much of anything, right? See, this is all I got. So at least, and because I haven't been pulling on anything, because, I've been saying, well, don't pull, guys, don't pull. Gather your dream balls, don't pull. Well, it seemed like, okay, I could see why people were asking me, well, Nako, do I pull on the beginner bonus? Do I pull here? What do I do? Blah blah blah. Like, I forget. Well, that right now you're not getting that many tickets. Don't forget to do this one every day for 5 days, 1 of each position, just to get you started. It's just getting you started. Just to start forming a team of 11, keeping in mind that the first team of 11 that you form is not going to be something that you're going to be using in PvP. No. But maybe with that beginner's medal thingy or whatever, we do, Let's see. But I mean, you're not going to jump into the full-on PvP just yet. You're going to have to wait until like a little bit later. Okay, let's get these. Let's see what happens. I'm going to claim these. Okay. Your tickets. So let's see what's up. So I guess now we got some tickets. And then this is the other one that people were asking about, the gift beginner bonus. I created a whole video as to why I told you don't pull it, don't use it. If you're desperate, I guess, because you just, not quite want to stop playing online already, dude. Trust me, man, when you get into this, well, I guess, I don't know how much these teams are going to help you rank up. I don't know how far you're going to get, because you see right here the total power of 1,300,000 is not really anywhere close to where you're going to want to be at. Well, at least they come hidden ability unlocked and all that stuff already. But, I forget too that when you first start playing rank, you're going to have to go up, but I watch. Let's say you pick one of these teams and, hey, Nako, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I picked the Latin and North American selection and I'm kicking butt and I'm starting to go through the rank and blah, blah, blah. I think by the time you get to gold or something, like for sure with this team, for sure with this goalkeeper, you're not going to be stopping anybody. Even with this goalkeeper, you're not going to be stopping anybody. Or with this goalkeeper, not going to be stopping anybody. So yeah, I guess you could have your fun right now with these guys, with any of these guys, but for what? I think, like, let's say we're gonna see right now what the other tickets provide you. But those tickets, the ones from the welcome medals or whatever, the green ones that we just cashed in on, right? If those come up with a team that's somewhat usable, and just so you to get a taste of what online play is, okay. And then as you save up your dream balls, and then the anniversary comes around, or there's a transfer that somebody like myself or somebody else is gonna put up an analysis and be like, hey man, this player's too good to not pull for, then okay, maybe you can pull on a step up right there and take your chances. But even then, anything that you do right now is to set yourself up for the future, because when you start making it, watch, when I show you some gameplay video in this gameplay footage in this video, I'm gonna show you, I think my team is pretty good. I have some players that are probably a little bit outdated, but I have a lot of players that are in the current meta. You'll see the difference on what a team is like with Boundary Break 4 and what it's not. Because, like, let's say, for example, this is a very good striker. It's a powerful striker, or at least used to be. There's a lot of them. Right now, you saw when we were reviewing, right? Wait, was it this one? No, on the analysis video, I was reviewing. There's like the Misaki, the Dreamfest Misaki, and even I think the Dream Collection Hyuga right there is going to be like, let me show you, beginner or returner. Let me show you how you can always go ahead to, excuse me, it's getting late, I'm a little tired, I'm trying to hurry up, and blah, 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 right? So Gojiro Hyuga right here, man, I still got to edit this and upload it. My goodness, give me 1 second. And I'm so sad because I got so forgetful today because, I had a day off from work, cool, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have the day off from the group session, and I missed it when they called me like, hey, homie, how come you didn't go today? That's right. Can't believe I forgot. Man. Oh, my God, dude. Come on now. Okay, let's focus now. Okay, so we got this one. This is the most powerful one. The Dream Collection Hyuga. 14, 13, and 12, everybody. Look, 14, 13, and 12. This one right here. 14, 13, and 12. 14, 13, and 12. No. And that's the thing. The most recent one that you get here, this one right here, is, what's it called? Available through standard SSR tickets, and is the more recent one. And you see he already has a higher shot stat right here. So this one's standard in the, and that's the thing. Let's say you pull this one. Out of nowhere. Well then, okay, then you go, okay, this guy might be usable. The only thing is the Japanese player's killer. So I don't know that this guy will score on Xeno. But let's assume for whatever reason you got him. He's the only forward that you have right now. My goodness, I can't stop. Let's say he's the only forward that you got. Okay, well, guess what? This guy needs the shot. So at that point, if you were to pick that ticket, you would need it for the shot. But if you pick the North American and Latin American players, then now you lost. Now you lost out on your opportunity to be able to get the shot skill for that particular Hyuga. You know, so that's the thing. I would recommend definitely that you give yourself an opportunity. Just hold up, practice patience. This game is going to require a lot of that. Trust me, a lot of it. So okay. My left eye is my good eye too, man. Come on now. Okay. I was also asked about the Dream Pot tickets. Okay, I don't have them here, but these, yes, absolutely. You can start pulling at them at any point in time as you start accumulating them or whatever. This is a reminder. 120 guarantees one SSR. And if you have the patience for it, you do one ticket at a time. Don't forget. Okay, and also as a reminder, I went into this in detail in that other video regarding the Dream Pot. The only thing I didn't recommend was, okay, go ahead and pull them. Yes, you can go ahead and pull them. Just don't forget what I said about the reset and what I said about what happens when you finally get the SSR, right? So you have to reset, okay? And don't forget to take advantage of the SR mixer to empty out inventory space and to get SSR players. Never, ever pull on that one. Don't do it. Now, here we go. Here are the beginners welcome. We're going to go ahead and get those for free. As you start getting SSR tickets, go ahead and feel free to pull on them if you so desire. Keep in mind that if you hold on to them, when they update the SSR pool with some of these players that they release, they will be updated and they will be obtainable through the SSR tickets that you have not pulled on. But keeping in mind also that the game seems to be more focused on transfers that are exclusive, like this right now, even though it says it's a debut transfer, but the fact that it's wearing one of these an An official uniform means that it's from an exclusive transfer, meaning that these characters will not be in any other pool except for this transfer right here. Does that mean like, well, Nako, you're telling me that, then shouldn't I pull? No, don't. Just because they're exclusive doesn't mean you have to pull, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so let's do these. And if anything, if you're still like, oh my God, Nako, but I gotta pull. If you're so anxious to pull, then collect your tickets first. Pull these tickets. Maybe you get lucky and get the one you want without wasting any dream balls. And if you absolutely still can't take it and you have to pull, I already told you 150 max. And if you still can't take it, wait till the end. There's plenty of time, dude. There's plenty of time to pull on this one, so don't do it. Wait to see what else is coming. Okay, now let's pull these tickets. Let's see what happens, because I don't remember what comes out in these. I just remember that there is an update, but I have no idea what comes out in them. And you get to keep permanently, yes. Permanently, these will stay in your inventory, and I think the set will always be the same. So, no surprises here. Well, surprises for me because I don't know what they are. Okay. Alright. Oh wow, this is actually pretty cool. I'm about to do this on my other accounts, man. Wow, how is that? Watch, I'll tell you right now, right? Okay. Nice. Okay, well, nice for right now. Don't get me wrong. Let me explain, okay? Yes, I know I got it. None of these, absolutely none of these are usable in the meta anymore. At all. None of them. This one, not usable. Not even for a skill transfer to a better card, because this is the best card of this one and this one. And these two are supposed to be played together, but they are not usable in the meta. Not usable. Was good when he first came out, but it's too late now. Was great when he first came out, but too late now. Not good anymore. Not used at all. Not used. I don't think it's usable. And this one definitely not usable. The only reason why I'm like, oh, that's cool, I should pull it on, aside from the fact that yes, I need to pull it off all the other accounts that I've been farming, I noticed that the current farming event as of right now, today is February 20th. There's an event that requires golden 23 players. The golden 23 players are the ones that provide a rate up, and I've been farming some of those accounts with 0% rate up because I had absolutely nothing to use. So now let me take this opportunity to show you not only what I mean by that, but also I never explained how to do a quick edit and how that helps when you're playing events. So this is the event that I'm talking about right now. This one, wow, I haven't even cleared it. Oh, obviously because it's the beginner. So okay, this one right here, right? I'm gonna go to it right here. Let me see, does it tell you anything right here? Oh no, never mind. Well, you see the most clear players right here. Oh, well, you probably no, never mind. Okay, let's click that right here. We'll play it. Then we'll go to whatever. Give me Japanese players. So okay, I have two sets right here. This is the main account. I mean the main formation, right? So like, let's say if I went to edit right here, and let's say, well, you know, now I didn't have anything, blah blah blah, so now I'm probably gonna want to go to full auto. There we go. Thank you very much. Right, significant jump. Now we have SSR players and UR players. That's why, remember I was telling you, right? The try hard version was to start off by making sure that you increase your training materials to level up your players and to level up their stats. So that's where those things are going to come in, because look, I forgot about the fact that they give you all these tickets so that you have all access to all these players just to help you clear events and stuff like that. Not so much to help you oh, I'm gonna compete online with this squad. Nah, none of these. No, well, at first, yeah, because you're gonna be playing beginners rank. So you could go ahead and get a taste for it. Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and do that. But you have to keep in mind, you see stuff like that. Even though I did full auto, I have this guy right here, and this guy is completely dependent on this guy. This guy is dependent on this guy. So, you know, you have to kind of see. And the problem with this guy is that he's best with volley shots. So it won't be useful to me. So the best thing I'm going to want to do is put this guy in right here. Let's see what he's got. Okay, right here. We'll put this guy in right here. I forget who's the better shooter. This guy. Okay. So But that was just to do the full auto. And you see all the ones that I put down here, right? So this automatically set it up for me. Okay, so now I could clear some events and stuff, stages. And once I make them to UR, perfect. But you see right here, these are 5%, 5%, 5%. Now, whenever there's any type of event and you don't know the required players or whatever for the rate up and stuff like that on the rewards, you just go to edit and then you just do quick edit. The quick edit will give priority to the event. And it will prioritize, as you see here. Now all the ones that were on the bench are out here because they're necessary for this event, which are the golden 23 players. Okay. Just a shame that these guys suck. Put this guy right here. Okay. So at least I have one good shooter up in there. And now when we go down here, okay, so we get a little bit of that. Look, we're at 35% extra reward chance. When you level these up to UR, this 5% will increase to 10%. So then we will have a 70% chance. Need I remind you, you could also do that from here, okay? Where you want to, like, let's say, let's say you started training all these guys and you go here, oh, I forgot this guy. You could click and hold. Take you there. You see on the bottom right hand hands. Go to training, right? Let's go ahead and train this guy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do max. Okay. Okay, go right here. Evolutionize. Okay, so we do that, and then after we do this, we go here. Okay, train him again. Click on the max. I don't have to worry about it. Again, normally we'll probably go in here and use up some more materials or just realize it's not enough. I'm at 114. These players, I'm not going to worry about getting them at their... you know what? Let me just do that. Let me just get them to their ultra max or whatever. Oh, man. Look at how many... From 8 to 21 just to get them at his max. Oh, man. It's not worth that many training materials. But for the sake of this video, why not? Let's just do it. Since again, remember the try-hard version is that you're trying to increase your training materials. So you have to do those. You have 3 times a day. Do those every day when you first start until you see that you have like a little comfortable lead. Maybe for the first 5 days or something like that, just so that you don't have to worry about any materials when it comes to training. And try and do the coins ones as well, because it costs you coins to train the players. Okay, now let's see what else we got in the other tickets. Okay. Oh yeah, and I noticed that they were not leveled up. So yeah, we had to train them all. We have to unlock their hidden abilities and stuff like that. So you're still not gonna have them PvP ready per se. And definitely you will not be using any boundary break materials on any single one of these players. No boundary break. No. Only with duplicate cards. Will you boundary break, but you will not be using any of the Tamatsus that you come across on any single one of these players. Not a single one of these is worth leveling up for the sake of online PvP. Keep that in mind. All of these cards are only useful for you to have them in your inventory so that you can shape up a team to start clearing events with relative ease. That's it. So you're farming your dream balls. It's gonna take some time to really put together a really good team. Okay, that's just what it is. And I'm telling you now, what? They give you a Dreamfest character here? What? And an Extreme character? Okay. What? No way. Alright. That's interesting. Shut up. What? Okay. Interesting. So I'm just kind of tripping out because all the other ones that you saw from the Japanese one were standard gacha SSRs. All the other ones from the European one, standard gacha SSR. The North American and Latin American one, however, has a variety of exclusive cards. That's tripping me out. But what's nice about this is that it allows me to explain a few things. Okay? Dream Festival. Notice the difference right here. You see that how they have their face like augmented or made bigger in the background? That means that it's a Dream Festival unit. The Dream Festival only comes around once a month at the end of the month, every month. Usually it starts right as the month is ending, like around it'll probably be February 28th. Sometimes it could be possibly February 26th or 27th, or it could probably be, I don't think that it usually carries over to the next month to start. I think they'll usually probably start it off a day or two early, as opposed to a day or two late. And I think I'm gonna check out the calendar because I want to check and base it on when it falls. Okay. Because the thing is that February 28th is the end of the month. That's usually, and it's only gonna be on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, they generally release news. But it's possible that the Dream Festival might be released there. I don't think, because it'd be too late. If they were to start the Dream Festival, like let's say, give us news for it on the 28th, and then all of a sudden, the Dream Festival begins, March 2nd? And then by the time it finishes, it's going to be a few days and for the Dream Collection to start. It'll be too soon, back to back, even though that's how I felt like this month in February. But I figured that was because the month is a lot shorter in February. So they kind of had to push it up. My guess is that maybe they give us news on Dream Festival tomorrow. If they don't, then we'll probably get the news on Thursday during maintenance. And then the fest will probably start the 26th. 27th or 28th. Now, okay, so that's additional information on Dream Festival. This guy right here and this guy right here is a Dream Collection player. I only know this because I already recognize these cards. That's it. There's unfortunately nothing here, unlike in the other video where I showed you that on the top right corner, I showed you the DC, and the DF and the DF. Well, it doesn't show you that when you pull the cards. It only shows you when you're setting up your team. Okay, so sometimes it might be for you that never seen any of these cards. You're probably like, what is all this? Like this one right here. This one is Reymar, not Neymar, Reymar, right? So when he first came out, he was usable, he was cool, he was scoring on some of the top goalkeepers, but nowadays he's not gonna cut it. And let's see. He has, they reworked them. So the shot stat right here is not bad at 13,000 and 11,000. He's not a bad shooter. He's not bad at dribbling and passing and blah blah blah. Thing is that he's really, really low on tackle and intercept. Of course, you wouldn't think of Reymar as much of a defender, I'm assuming. Speed, I would imagine he would have been a little bit faster, but since he was reworked, they probably just released him too soon. But the problem is this. Even though his shot stat is decent, even though his power stat is decent, even though he has I thought this guy had goalkeeper killer, not inside master. Okay, I guess. The inside master right here is not really going to help you defensively, but it's probably going to help you offensively. Probably. By giving you an increase here, and then on the technique and the speed. And you would have to most likely use them during pedal to the metal so that you could get that extra 15%. But the problem really is that his momentum right here, 465, no special effect. No blowaway effect against Genzo, which is the second top goalkeeper now, or first probably. At least against this forward Reymar, he's definitely gonna be stopped by Genzo with a 520 momentum catch. 520 momentum catch versus this 465 with no effect whatsoever. You're not gonna do anything. You're not gonna score on anybody. Not even on the new Xeno. You're definitely not going to score on the new Xeno. Even though you have the type advantage, he still boosts himself up against club. Xeno does. So, no. But is he really good for a starter account? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's going to help you clear out some stages for sure. For sure. You know, it gives you an increased arsenal of some of those raids that are going to need some firepower for sure. You know, for online PvP, well, maybe the first few ranks as you start testing the waters and tipping your toes into the water a bit, I guess you could try out a team that's formed to one of these players. This one would be a decent one to use just because of the fact that you already have a 1-2 and a dribble that he can use off the bat, as opposed to this guy. The problem with this guy is that this guy actually was... No, wait. Am I thinking? Yeah. Dream Collection. Oh, you see that? You see that? You don't see the DC or anything right here on the card. Not even because of the first. It still wouldn't show you right here in the top right corner. But right here, look. Right there. Dream Collection. Don't forget that option exists. Confirm Evolutionary Grid. We're going to click on that. And then you see, even though at first he seemed like a little, like, not too good, he's still right there. That shot set is decent. Power is decent. However, with this particular unit, you need to pull his best shot. And his best shot comes only from the next Dream Banner. And you have to use this unit in a debuff squad for sure to get the best out of him. And you got to steal the ball maybe with this because you got to win a matchup. Maybe with that. Let me see how his intercept is. His intercept is terrible. So you're going to have to win a matchup offensively with better skills that you're going to need other cards for. You're going to need other cards to make this particular unit, which was actually used in a Dream Championship squad and I think had potential. Stamina Killer is great. The only thing is that in order to make this particular card usable, you need a 1-2 skill that he can use either with him on his own. I think the one that comes with the shot comes with the 1-2 skill, a solo 1-2 and his best shot. Otherwise, you need the 1-2 that requires another player called Hino. Ryoma Hino for the Uruguayan Golden Duel. And the problem is that, well, then, you know, you're stuck with needing another player. And you did not get one of those for free. So you cannot do much with this one. I was tripping out that this one came out. Oh, this one's from an Extreme banner, by the way. Next Stream. Every now and then, there was one that just passed. You saw in my videos. I pulled for Napoleon. No, I didn't pull for Napoleon, but I got him. And I thought I was going to use them. And then turns out, never mind. I already wasted a BB4 card and bringing them up to BB2 in anticipation that I was going to use them. But then what turns out with what I got, the luck that I got, I wasted, like I said, a card that I had at BB4 already for possibly a future Napoleon. But at the same time, I don't really care for Napoleon, so whatever. But still, I just don't feel too happy about when I waste materials like that. Because, yeah, who knows, in the future I might use a Napoleon despite the fact that I like the character. There's probably one that would be really good and I might have him. Granted, I have another card that I can use to save on 2 Tamatsus, but I could have saved a total of 4 for another Napoleon later on down the line. But then I use them on the next game one thinking I was going to use them, and turns out I'm not. So always be mindful of when you use your duplicates and your Tamatsus and all that stuff too, so that you don't have regret like me right now. So I was tripping out about this one because this character card can no longer be obtained in any way whatsoever, because when he was first released, there was a time where the game had these transfers that were skill type exclusive transfers, toughness type exclusive, and agility type exclusive, green, red, and blue. And in those exclusive transfers, what they were doing was they were releasing step up banners, and for like a little while I think you were not even guaranteed the card. I could have sworn that they gave us a crappy 3% banner or something like that before they introduced step ups, like way later, way down the line, and they no longer brought them back. So the point was that you would pull for these, and the only way you could pull these guys was through that banner only. So it was very hard to get them. And at the time of their release, they were almost like, it was terrible because they were, for the type of team that you were forming at the time, these type of players from these very exclusive transfers that would only come every now and then almost force you, because they were necessary players for the type of archetype that you were putting together at the time. If you were putting together a Latin and North American team, which at the time was only Latin America, Not even that. I think it was only South America. So you couldn't even use Mexican players. You couldn't use espadas and stuff like that at the time. So you basically were stuck with only forming a Brazil team with some Argentinian players sprinkled here and there, with some if you managed to get your hands. No, but most of the time the only two are Uruguay players that were available were forwards, and most often you were using like a Ribaul or Naturesta or Santana or something like that, you know. So it made it very difficult to like not pull for this guy at the time. But anyway, I'm just rambling on now because it tripped me out that they actually gave this one for free. Not that he's any good now, but just to understand like the significance of like, wow, this used to be a very important card at one point. A very important and necessary card at one point. Now, like what? This guy right here, believe it or not, is still somewhat usable in the meta today. Somewhat. He's like your budget defender that is actually, as you can see here, defense 35,000. This is the concerning part. The attack, mostly because of the pass, so you have to be very careful when you try and get the ball out after you steal it. This is concerning as well, 23,000. As we saw, most cards are now at about 30,000 or so or something like that, right? But even if this guy is just a cone in your team, at least he has stamina killer at 30%, which is significant. And also against forwards, he's gonna do well. Against you add some added shield, why not? 5%, that's a very good shield, and that's okay. Could he stand up to Santana? Maybe, because of this. Maybe. However, because you don't have any skill blocks, and because this particular card does not come with his strongest intercept skill, Santana's gonna blow by you with that 1-2 easily. Yeah, I'm talking about SDF Santana. And I'm pretty sure you probably know by now maybe who it is. This one tripped me out too, because this one, I could have sworn that this one isn't all that old. Nah, he's got I think this one was this guy exclusive from like a Latin America banner, from a skill type banner. Oh, this is crazy. Skill dribble range times 8. But nah, you're not gonna use this guy. You're not gonna use that guy for that or for this. No, I don't think so. I mean, that's cool, I guess, to debuff, but look, this guy's primary purpose is to be a defender that attacks, and his shot power and his shot stat is not even that high to make him worth it. Tackle and intercept, his speed is drastically low. Look at that, 19,000, just so you can see the type of stuff that we were working with before. 19,000, 27. These are roughly, almost everybody's close to 30,000 by now. This is at 32. So even though this isn't too far behind, it's still too far behind. And this, so what, you're forced to always dribble if you do steal the ball. And I've always hated this passive. Is not a good one, and it's wasted even further by the fact that if you don't have tenacity, then you're never gonna get the full max 35. So no, this is a terrible card, terrible design. Meant for shooting. No, I don't like looking for defenders to shoot. I want my defenders to defend. This is not real life football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, because I understand that this is modeled after the great Roberto Carlos, that was an exceptional shot taker, and I know that there's a few other defenders that have like tremendous legs and tremendous shot power and stuff like that. But for the purpose of this game, when you have a defender that isn't primarily a defender and he's primarily a shot taker, he's wasted in this game. So whatever. Okay, and this guy right here, I love him. I love Ricardo Espadas. The goalkeeper one received an upgrade. I'm surprised this one was included here too, but overall, you know, I'm surprised that some of those units were included, but nothing that's gonna make or break your team. It's not gonna make or break your team. Remember, we have this one for the event now, and then we have this one right here. Okay, now that we pulled all those tickets, let's do the full auto. Wow, whoop-de-doo, 500k. Again, you still have to go and unlock the hidden skills. Right, we saw that they had hidden skills. Oops, right there. Oh yeah, go to the graph. Oh no, I can't do it from here. I have to do. You could only pull up the confirm evolution guide from when you first pull the ticket, I guess. But you see, we have this super. Even this guy's not gonna be up to par. That's a Super Dream Festival unit from, I think, 2022. 2022, that Ribaul. So I'm gonna go to the filter, check out Brazil. AMs, where you at, Ribaul? Okay, right here. Check this. Okay. See, all of this is low. For today's standards, all of this is low. Even the fact that he gets right here, like 20%. So you see, if you watch the analysis video on the new Golden 23 pairs that came out, they're roughly at this right here. This one, I think their defense was like at 27K, and yeah, I guess their physical was slightly higher, close to the 30K, but still, it wasn't anything to like really write home about. Let's see, 29, 23, and 21. 29, 23, and 21. 29, 23, 21. 29, 23, 21. 29, 23, 21. Whoa, wow. 29, 23, 21. Okay, I guess. 29, 23, 21. But you see, that other one is really old. It's not going to do that well. And this one, that's why I think this particular Misaki falls short, man. Don't pull. Don't pull. Save your dream balls, everybody. Save your dream balls. I think that's it. You know what? I wanted to make a gameplay video, but it's getting late. I'm not going to have time because I want to go over it in detail and show you what every single little thing means, hidden abilities, their functions, things you should consider when you're forming a team and stuff like that, because the hidden abilities that they have are very important, and sometimes you're going to want to pick a unit based off of that more so than let's say putting together a squad that's just full of almighty powerful units, but then you don't have a playmaker, then you don't have an optimal defensive midfielder, then you don't have stuff like that. There's a lot of things to consider, okay? But for now, I wanted to go over that. And I guess, like I said, if you're desperate that you just want to play some PvP, try these that you were gifted for free. Go ahead and level them all up, dude. Level them all up. Just form a team just for the heck of it right there. These guys are probably going to be a little bit stronger, but again, even then, these are not that strong. You remember with Ribaul, we said 29, 23, 21. This one got a rework, and they brought him up to only this level right here. This one, 29, 23, 21. 29, 23, 21. You see, these are just slightly higher. And then in the stuff that you have here, the issue that I have here is that with this All Japan Dream Combo, well, I guess it'll be useful to you in the lower ranks. In the lower ranks, at least you have access to an A skill, A rank 1-2. However, later on down the line, once you make it or try to make it into higher level PvP, you're going to need a bunch of S skill only techniques. That's why I continue to recommend. Because some of these, especially this particular card right here, this is his strongest ground shot at the moment, comes from this card. So if you don't have the strongest version of that card, then what do you want this for right now? This one has a strong intercept. This one, his volley skill is actually the strongest that he has available, and is still a viable skill and usable to this day, assuming that you have a usable Misaki. This one right here has the best intercept skill that any Ishisaki card has. So you'd have to wait until the future to see like what's up with it. And like I said, none of these, other than maybe this card right here, might be the only one that in today's meta might be worth it. Might be usable, I should say. And these, the only thing these are going to work for are skills. Particularly this card right here. Because the only thing that he has really going for him are skills unique to this card for the strongest one in Dream Collection. The strongest one in Dream Collection. But even then, look, 29, 23, 21. As you can see, this guy Look at what a difference he is compared to that Ribaul that I'm telling you he's not usable anymore. 29, 23, 21, right? Wasn't that what it was for Ribaul? Is he here? No, he's not even gifted here. Okay, because they gave him to you. Okay, but this one is even newer. It's even newer than Ribaul. But this one's a debuffer, so I guess that makes sense. 29, 23, 21, I think were the stats, right? Let's see, which one would even come close? Maybe this one? 29, 23, 21. Okay. This one is still possibly. She's at 34. But some players nowadays are like 40 something. Okay. This one might have some usability because he has solo skills. He has this. And also, this will allow him to do that. But you're not going to get this because he's not going to be scoring often. Maybe he has some usability. Some. But the beautiful thing about this particular card is that this is his strongest shot skill for a future Juan Diaz. And this is the only way at the time, at the moment, that you can get this unique 1-2 skill that does not require any additional players. They tend to make this particular character, Juan Diaz, super highly dependent on Alan Pascal, his teammate, his best friend, his everything in life. Okay, like right here, this guy doesn't even get access to a 1-2, and then that's what I always dislike about the Pascals that they bring out, is for as powerful as they make them, they always have to make them super dependent on Juan Diaz. 100%. I don't know that there exists a Pascal that has a 1-2 without Diaz. I don't think there is. We'll check right now. But then the other 1-2 skill, the one that I remember was the S rank 1-2, was part of a unique transfer. Remember those transfers? I think it was part of the toughness type transfer. So it makes it even more difficult and frustrating if you want to use Juan Diaz and Pascal, considering that there's actually a very good Pascal unit available. But like, come on, man. If you're going to attack, and you need to make your way forward, you need anytime forward AM, and your primary purpose is to get to the front and attack and score, then you need to have, rule of thumb, obviously a shot, a dribble, and a 1-2 skill. You need to have a 1-2 skill if you do not have one. And unfortunately, even for the newest Super Dream Fest Tsubasa, some cards that I have faced, some players without a 1-2 have made it a little bit easier for me to read and stop them compared to when they face up against mine that has a 1-2 and a dribble. Okay, so it opens things up for you when you're attacking. So as a forward as well, even if your primary, that's the thing though, with the forward or even with an AM is a lot trickier. If the forward, like the Kazuo Tachibana, that has full body stand, unfortunately, to get the most out of them, you need as much stamina as possible to get them at their maximum level, maximum capacity, okay, maximum potential of whatever the increase is. Now, that makes it hard for you to get the ball and then consume any stamina just trying to get through a defender or whoever, and that would bring down the effectiveness of your shots. So it makes it difficult to spend as much stamina as it costs to perform a successful 1-2. And then this guy, I don't think he even has this one as well. Unfortunately, with this guy also, Rayo Makino only has a 1-2 skill with Victorino, Uruguayan 1-2, or a random rare, super rare skill that only came out once and you cannot get anymore. Is a 1-2 skill with him and with this guy Hyuga. That's it. So keep that in mind with some of these characters as you decide whether to pull for them or use them or not. This one also is kind of recent along with this Juan Diaz right here, and they're not. I still say wait, yo. I still say wait. You're gonna be able to clear events and stuff like that with the gift medals that we used and that we claimed. All you need to do is train them up. None of these are gonna make or break your team right now, even if you play online. You might make it to a rank where you're like, okay, well, I don't know what Nako's talking about. I'm doing pretty good online right now. All right, then. Go ahead and use one of these teams, and then we'll see. Watch. When you make it to where it really matters. And then you decide either maybe you rage quit the game, or maybe you're like, all right, well, I just gotta increase what I currently have and make them better, blah blah blah. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of these skills, accumulation of players for the sole purpose of accumulating skills right now. Any new player at any point in time, even though right now we're in February, okay, let's say the first anniversary passes, and then you come by, and I don't think I'm gonna update this guide or anything until they make some major significant change or something like that. But I think that if when the anniversary ends, maybe at the end of July or something like that, and then you're seeing this video for the first time, you're like, oh man, well, so you mean I missed it already? Well, the next anniversary is in December. I think that no matter what point in time you start the game, your sole purpose should be gather dream balls, get to know the game, use the free medals for the 3 teams that we claimed that formed our current team that just needs training, and use those units to use them to clear events, use them to play some PvP, I guess, if you want, just for the heck of it. Right here, as you unlock that rank 7, okay, as you get to these things or whatever, because eventually you're gonna need a lot more SSR players. Some of these, don't sell them, because you're gonna need some of them. There's some of them where there's specific cards that are needed to clear some of these events. I want to say that where's he at? Let's see. Like this one, when you go to one of these raids and you go to details, they'll kind of give you recommended players. Oh, never mind. But these are like, oh, this is like a super old card. Look, they give it to you as a recommended player right here. Wow, that's funny. So when you go to one of these and then you click on this, it tells you all the different players that require it. You see, you can check it out, and you have this one right here, you have this one right here, you have this one right here. And if you were to pull on the new one, or this one right here, but you're not gonna do that. I wish they would make updated ones of some of these guys right here. Wow, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I remember when this guy first came out. Yeah. Man, was he troublesome. Man, was he a Wakabayashi destroyer. Despite, look at how small the stats look here, okay? And this was, I think, before boundary break. Yeah, we had hidden abilities, but no boundary break. He had that to go for him. Then he had this to boost himself. Then he had this to boost himself against Wakabayashi Genzo. And then he had this. Nah, man, I forgot when this guy was released, but he was definitely a Genzo killer. This guy was, and he came from a very difficult banner to pull from. I forgot if I saw on Discord or something where somebody decided to pull on these characters, which were terrible. The banners for these were terrible, dude, terrible. The only prize was getting that Vulcan, not even this one. And look at how bad this guy was, man. Look at how bad. Look at that, dude. This got to be the biggest embarrassment ever. That was pathetic and terrible. What I hated about this was this, dude. Look, matchup win bonus, 100% bonus. That was so whack, because they were relying on you to completely steal the ball, which with these defensive stats, I think were probably decent at the time. Probably, but even with the 100% increase, even when you increase your stuff right here, so look right here, 2850, so 100%, you only coming up to 5700, dude. 5700, dude. You're not passing over anybody, and that means you have to win the matchup first just to be able to survive a pass. Man, that was bad, dude. Why did you guys do this guy dirty? Why, man? Why? Look, he had that. Okay. He had that. Okay. But nah, man. This guy was the game. I swear, this game sometime. But anyway, so yeah, eventually you'll get strong enough to start clearing some of these. Don't worry. Don't trip. In some cases, it might be easier. Like, let's say this one, right? This one's a primary one for the anniversary that just passed. The anniversary that just passed. Almost every single one of them. Look at that. Japanese Rising Sun players. So if you pulled on the anniversary, a lot of them were Japanese Rising Sun players or non-Japanese Rising Sun players. They were considered Rising Sun for the World Cup event that just passed. So when you go here, you're going to see that a whole bunch of these units require these specific knowledge. This one was anniversary right here, the Yenista. This one, which other one? These two guys right here got reworked. The brother right here and the brother right here got a rework. They're good. They're usable. They're good. They're usable. And even then with their rework, like they're usable right here. Their physical leaves a little to be desired, but you know, they're still kind of up there. They're not too bad. And then they got this, which is crazy, which helps a little bit. 80% against non-flying. I love that he comes with auto intercept, and I love that he comes with this. Oh no, not the bond. But this one, you just need 3 German players, and you activate auto intercept for your entire squad, and then you have forward killer to assist you with an additional 20%. So he has the potential to be good. And this one was released a long time ago, and then they brought him. They reworked him. For those of you that are new, a rework means just that they got a player card, and they decided to tweak the stats to give them a stat increase. Sometimes some changes in the type of stuff that they do, or whatever. But oftentimes they're like stat changes to increase them and blah, blah, blah. See, this one is relatively new. Michael, look at those stats, baby. Look at that. 43,000, 33,000, 35,000. You see, look at how low a lot of the other ones were at. Not even the ones that are not even reaching 30,000. This one right here is a very usable card to score on the newest meta goalkeepers. And even then, now he has a counter with these stats right here. He has a counter for anybody that pulls Zino Hernandez. This guy will have a hard time scoring on him. Or they have Mueller from anniversary. He might struggle a little bit more, but almost everybody pulled for Genzo. This one definitely can and will score on Genzo the majority of time. Not always, the majority of time. But remember, he's a defensive midfielder, so you have to rely on his dribble range enhance and stuff like that. So, you know, that's the thing I'm telling you guys. There's a lot of factors you have to take into consideration. These are stats of current meta players as of February 20th, 2023. Right? February 20th? Yeah, February 20th, 2023. So whenever you're pulling a card or you want to see, oh, this transfer, should I pull or should I not pull? This is your base right here. This is one of the highest players in the game, a Dream Festival unit. So if you're going to take any chances on Dream Balls, I would recommend on the Dream Festival or possibly the Dream Collection. And again, I would do anywhere from 50 to 150. That's it, because you're just starting. And let's say you get this player card right here. Let's say you get this player card. He comes with a shot. He comes with the dribble, and he comes with the 1-2. But guess what? This 1-2 requires Rafael. You're most likely not going to have a Rafael. Then you have an A rank pass. A rank. So guess what? You need another card that has the S rank pass for this guy. You need a card from the Dream Collection that has the only way of obtaining his strongest tackle skill. Strongest. He has a tackle skill that is rank S through other cards, but nonetheless, you need other cards just to give this really good and powerful card any kind of defensive utility, because he's a defensive midfielder. So just because you have an almighty powerful card like this, if you're a beginner and they bring this guy up as a rate up, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be due for it, considering that they just brought DC Natureza, he might be the rate up for this February Dreamfest. It's speculated. That's what people think. That's what people have a hunch. And you're going to see, oh man, Nako, you're telling well, he's really good, man. I should pull for him. Okay, dude. But again, remember, with no defensive skills at the defensive midfielder, you're going to get passed up easily. And then, as a defender, I'm telling you right now, as a beginner, you're going to struggle, I think, probably clearing this knowledge because there's specific characters you need. This one is the one that everybody needs. Well, a lot of characters, so this one's a lot easier to clear. And this one was a little difficult. This one is specific to Michael, and it's gonna make it a little difficult for you to even unlock these to begin with. So keep that in mind. That's what I'm saying. Just gather up dream balls, use the SSR players that you have and whatever, and then from there, wait till anniversary. Gather up materials, try and do events to get tamatus and stuff whenever they do have them. Gather up formations, dream balls, those extra tamatu, corn, whatever you want to call them, all that stuff. You're basically hunting and gathering for the time being. You're not pulling yet. Wait until I make time tomorrow, hopefully. And if I don't get the chance to record tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm going to be busy Wednesday through Friday. So the next chance I will get will be till Saturday. So I'm really hopeful because I started a lot later than I was hoping to start today. I should have recorded sooner, but like I said, I finally managed to get myself here. And the thing is that I want to, edit and upload this already and then make sure that, hopefully tomorrow then I make the time then, because like I said, I ran out today. And then you'll see a little bit of what I mean as to why you shouldn't be pulling. Okay? So, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, appreciate the love, appreciate it all. It's time for me to go because I gotta hurry up, take a shower, go to sleep. Gotta work tomorrow. I enjoy my day off, but gotta work tomorrow. As always, please, let's practice kindness, everybody. Let's show some empathy. Let's show some compassion. Let's be respectful of each other. Let's be responsible. Let's be safe. And let's take care of ourselves and each other. With much love and peace. To the next one.